In finite element method, existing 3D elements are susceptible to locking, that is, reasonably fine mesh are stiff, that means they produce very less displacement as compared to the actual displacement for a given loading. There are three types of locking: shear locking, membrane locking, and volumetric locking. Shear locking happen for very thin structures as plate and shell structure. Membrane locking happen when there is curvature in thin structures. Volumetric locking happen when material is nearly incompressible, that is Poisson ratio is close to 0.5. In order to prevent locking, plate and shell elements are introduced in conventional FEM. But these plate and shell elements cannot be used for chunky geometries. Now, hybrid elements are developed based on two-field interpolation, where both stresses and displacements are interpolated separately. This hybrid element is not susceptible to shear locking or membrane locking or volumetric locking. They can be used for thin as well as for chunky geometries. There are certain situations, for example in turbine blade, where someone has to model both chunky geometries for the hub and also thin geometry for the blade. In conventional framework, 3D element need to be used for the hub and plate or shell element need to be used for the blade, and some transitional element need to be used to connect these two type of element. In hybrid framework, 3D hybrid element can be used for modeling the hub as well as for the thin blade. Superiority of hybrid element is more evident for linear element like 4-node quadrilateral element, 8-node brick element, etc.
Hybrid element formulation is given in this paper. In HiFEM we will solve pinch hemispherical shell problem. Due to symmetry of the problem, we will model 1/4 of the domain as shown in this figure. In HiFrame, everything are given in SI unit. We will use 27 node brick and 18 node wedge combination. These are elements along theta, phi and thickness direction. All angles should be given in degree. Inner radius and outer radius. Now we will select problem domain, analysis type. Both conventional and hybrid elements are implemented in HiFEM. Let's first solve with conventional element.
After that, we have to select node sets and element sets in order to give boundary conditions and loading. In HiFEM, boundary conditions can be given through both node sets and element sets. Point loads can only be given through node set. and pressure and traction load can only be given through element sets. For this problem, this node is fixed. These two surfaces are symmetry surfaces. In order to model symmetry surface, the normal displacement to the surface is set to 0. Therefore, for this surface, y displacement is 0 and for this surface, x displacement is 0. A tensile point load Fx is implemented at point A, whereas a compressive point load Fy is implemented at point. In actual problem, these point loads are of magnitude 2. Because of symmetry, we have taken half of it. We first select the node set where fixed node is implemented. You can zoom the view. Only node 3 is required. By right click, you can reset to original view. Now we will select node A where Fx is implemented. Here the node is located. Similarly, node B for Fy. On some already selected node set, you can add more nodes or you can delete the node set itself. Now we will select the symmetry faces. This is the symmetry face where x displacement need to be 0. So we will select all the elements. Similarly, this is the face where y displacement is 0. Thus all the required node sets and surface sets are created. Now we will specify material properties, boundary condition and loading. For that we have to use create PCD load. These are the material properties for this problem. There are some existing material library. User can directly use those material. For some new material like this problem, user can create the material with the properties.
Now we will specify boundary condition. For symmetry X surface, U is 0. For symmetry Y surface, V is 0. For the fixed node, all three U, V and W are 0. This is all about boundary condition. Now we will specify point load. For point A, Fx, which is tensile. For point B, compressive Fy. In structural problem, user can specify pressure load, traction load, centrifugal load and body force in HIFEM. For this problem, this is all about the pre-processing. Now we are creating a directory pinched hemi in desktop. In this directory, we will store our result files, geometry file and BCD load file. For analysis, we have to use this solve button. Now we have to specify the path of output directory, which is in desktop. This is our output directory. Now we can give the problem name as conventional. This name can be anything. Analysis is done. In that folder, we have geometry file, BCD load file and result file. In the result file, you have displacement in X, Y and Z direction with node number. We have used very fine mesh as benchmark. X displacement of point A for that fine mesh is 0.0924. For our mesh, point A has node number 747 and the corresponding X displacement is 0.018. Similarly, Y displacement for point B for that benchmark mesh is minus 0.0924. For our mesh, corresponding node is 795. You can see the corresponding Y displacement is minus 0.018. So this conventional mesh show very poor result with respect to the benchmark. Now we will solve the same problem with hybrid element. For that, again we have to go to that problem domain and we can select hybrid as formulation type. We need not do pre-processing again, we can directly solve it. We are saving in same folder as hybrid. So analysis is done. Now we will see the hybrid result file. For the note 747, now we have x displacement 0.091, and for note 795 we have y displacement minus 0.091. We have solved the same problem with equivalent 8 node mesh, and these are the corresponding result. So in summary, this is one problem where both shear locking and membrane locking happen, and for this problem hybrid element result is very close to the benchmark. For linear element, conventional formulation is very stiff, whereas the hybrid element is within 5% error. So with this example we can say this hybrid element is far superior than 3D conventional element, and it is very much less susceptible to shear locking and membrane locking. Now we will see post-processing facility in HiFEM. You can import previously generated result file also. This is displacement distribution. Everything is in SI unit. This is von Mises stress distribution. Now we have modeled 1/4 of the full domain. So we want to represent the result of the full domain. For that purpose, one can use mirror facility in HiFEM. We have to first, this is mirror about YZ axis. Then if we do mirror about XZ axis, we will get the full profile for von Mises stress and also for displacement. One can off the axis just to get the figure. This is all about HiFEM post processing.